be. I've been going nowhere lately. It's time to start all over and go for it. 'Cause they don't even know me yet. But that's something I don't regret. Every night I close. Sunlight, warm nights, can't do much. I still feel your ice cold skin. Rice wine, candlelight is still not enough for me to know about your ins and outs. You're letting me know you want me around, but how can I be sure? You got me begging for more than a dead end, so lay it down for me instead right now. How about we just jump in the deep end? I won't let you drown, I won't let you down. Jump in the deep end. Oh, I won't let you drown, I won't let you down. Oh, no.
All right, love bugs. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so this is gonna be some random clips in this weekly vlog or whatever, what have you, right? Okay, so the last video that you guys basically saw was our move-in video, and I had said at the end, well, towards the beginning when the movers were there, I said we'll talk. Okay, so we're talking now. Okay, so what I meant by that, okay, first of all, I'm glad that I was able to pay for movers, okay, for one. I don't like how certain men do, I'll say that, what they do, how they kind of take advantage of women that don't have another male around. And excuse me, I wished that my friend was in town so that I felt if there was a male around, or even my brother for that matter, or my brother-in-law, you know, somebody, you know, a male figure around, I felt I was taken, you know, we was kind of taken advantage of, you know, or whatever. Because when I talked to the guy, you know, I called more than one. This wasn't, I called more than one person when it came to movers and stuff, and he was the right price for what he said. Now, he said one thing over the phone, and then when the movers had got there on Thursday, they were supposed to be there between 7 and 8. They got there a little bit after 7, and the guy, I wish I would have recorded what he said, because what he said was a different price, like after 2 hours, like, you know, it's they do it, you know, mandatory about 2 hours, you know, after 2 hours, then it goes hourly or whatever after that. He did, however, you know, he talked about the other guy, the owner, told us, you know, looked at the paper, wrote down, he said something about the mileage and, you know, how much it would cost to pay them and everything like that. He said, you need two persons and a truck. And I'm like, yeah. And I specifically told him, we've been in there 3 years. So I said, there's a lot of boxes, and the heavy stuff that I needed I have a lot of boxes, but also the heavy stuff that need to be moved is my bed, a couch, you know, certain things, you know, that I couldn't move because I do have an SUV, but it wouldn't have fit. My SUV is not going to fit my bed, or even if I broke it down. Understand? Get it. Okay. So I told him this. He quoted me a price. And I'm like, okay, cool, because this price was cool. Boom. Okay. And even he did not necessarily give me a price for if it went over the 2 hours. He said it'll be, you know, what he said was it's going to be this price, and then after 2 hours, maybe this other price, okay? Which was well in the budget, okay? So, how about when they got there, the guy had said to me, okay, they got there about 7:20, so he said, okay, we're going to start the clock at 7:15. Okay, and then anything after the 2 hours is going to be another price. Not the same price. This is a lower price, right? So homeboy, who was like yay high, was moving like he was like moving, throwing like 2 or 3 boxes like in his hand and moving them to the truck. Mind you, this is a 26-footer truck, right? I know for a fact a 26-footer truck can fit a whole 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, because that is the truck that I know for a fact, because that's the truck I had years ago, a U-Haul truck that I had, because that's what they had, a U-Haul truck, okay, for one, and it was a 26-footer. So I know for a fact that it would fit the 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, because when I used to live in Paramount in California, I had a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and I had a whole bunch of the same thing. And my ex had basically, him and his brother packed that truck. I'm talking about couches and beds and everything and boxes, and they packed it, okay? So I knew for sure that what could fit it, okay? Now, he was moving fast. Homeboy was moving fast. That was hour 1. Everything was fast, expeditiously. He was just moving real fast, just like, you know, picking up boxes by the 3, you know. And then the other guy, he was using a dolly. The little yay high dude, he was using his hands, like I'm talking about, bending down and picking up heavy ass boxes and going to put them on the truck, right? So they packed up the truck. They packed everything, all of these boxes that was for the living room, the dining area, the living room, dining area, the bathroom, the kitchen, and the girls' room and stuff. Now mind you, what was left was my bedroom and the boxes that was in there. So he goes, so they did not take everything. They just basically took, you know, that. So by hour 2, that's what it took them, 2 hours to do the living room, the girls' room, and half the kitchen and bathrooms, and not even my stuff, right? So I'm going, okay, 2 hours, why is it taking, you know, long? And then we also had the storage stuff that was outside too, but it wasn't a lot. We threw a lot of stuff away or whatever like that. So when he packed it up, he goes, excuse me, I'm coughing, excuse me. He goes, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this over there. So Alana was already at the other apartment. So he said, we're gonna take this over here and unload this, and then we're gonna come back for the rest of the stuff. And I'm sitting up there going, for one, I know that they could have broke down my bed. That could have fit, because he said something about it, right? So mind you, we at hour 3 now. So then hour 3, he goes to the apartment and stuff. Now, just like I said, for privacy reasons, we're not, you know, I basically did tell in one of my videos that we still all we did was move from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom in the same apartment complex that where we lived at for the last 3 years. So literally we live walking distance from our old apartment, right? So all they had to do was literally drive not even 3 miles. I mean, like literally, they literally could have walked to the apartment, because Alana walked to the apartment to let you, so she would be here to let them in. That's how close, to the point where I used to can see from my bedroom window the building that we stay in now. That's how close the apartment is. Now, they get here. Alana's in here. Okay, so Alana's saying that they moving everything like that. She said that they weren't even going fast like they were. They were just moving the stuff like, you know, moving in. And they were trying to put them in each room or whatever. At this point, all I kept thinking about was okay, they had 3 hours now. Okay, I'm fine. 3 hours. Go on and get that shit together, right? Excuse my language. How about they took their time to the point where I called Alana. I said, tell them to put that stuff, that sugar honey iced tea, all our boxes and stuff in the living room. We'll sort them out. You know what I'm saying? But my people, when I talk to my people, whatever, they was like, well, you know, for the price you paid, they should have put it in the room. If I would have allowed them to put all the boxes that we had in everybody's room, in Alana's room, my room, and Ashley's room, and the bathroom and all that stuff, they would have went way over more. Then I was like, I told Alana, tell them to put that sugar honey iced tea in the living room, all the boxes, everything, and the couch, set the couch up. They came back, and when they came back in there to pack up, it was just my room. And mind you, it was like, he took his time. You know, the other guy was putting the boxes that was in my room in there. Then he put my bed and stuff, and it was just like he was taking so long to do shit. To do stuff. So, put it to you this way. By the time they finished, it was well over 4 hours, okay? I know for a fact it doesn't take that long, because once again, it did not even take my ex and his brother, 2 people. It didn't even take them 4 hours to pack a 26 whatever. So after the 4 hours and stuff like that, the price that was quoted, and I talked to the owner and all this other stuff, and he was like, no, I said this. This is why sometimes when people quote you a price, you should record people what they say. And I should have recorded what the guy had said, because after the 2 hours, he said a lower price than the owner had said. He said it was going to be, I don't want to say the prices or whatever like that. But at the end, I was just wanting them, you know, I paid it, of course, you know. But it pissed me off. Because this is when I feel like, dang, I should have had a guy here. Because I know for a fact if I would have had a guy here, I wouldn't have got charged what I got charged. Period. Was he end up being the lowest of anybody else? Yes. But did they have, I felt that they could have, the job the job was not a 4-hour job. I'll say that. Because if they would have put everything on there in this 26-footer, they could have been finished in 2.5 hours. Tops. And I'm seriously 2.5 hours topped, because for one, we packed everything. We had everything packed, everything labeled. They did not have, because even when they came, they basically said some people that they've moved, that they were literally packing, like they were sitting up there, like they moved my deep freezer. They said we moved the deep freezer and it still had food in it. They still sit there and had food in their deep freezer and stuff like that. So I'm like, my deep freezer was cleaned out, empty. The couch, everything was empty. Everything was in its place. Everything was packed. It was all boxes. And we still moved some stuff that we could move. Like the girls had set up their beds before on Wednesday. Okay. And they came Thursday. So we already had moved some boxes, whatever we could move here in my car, in my vehicle, in my SUV. We basically did move half of our stuff that we could move here. Now, once again, that right there pissed me off. Now, am I glad I used Movers, yes. Whenever we do move again, will I use them again? No. At that time, I will have my male friend or my male friends, co-workers, whatever like that. I'm gonna buy them something to drink and cook some food away, and they're gonna move, and we're gonna basically get this 26-footer ourselves and move ourselves. But I still will have movers. They just won't be movers that I have to pay. Anyway, yeah, so or if I do have to have the movers that pay, boo thing will sit here and he will have to pay. I'm just saying. Well, anyway, that is my rant for this vlog. So we're gonna get it together and be looking forward to some stuff. I'll probably do a furnished apartment tour and not just separate, like when I set my room up and stuff like that, or set my bathroom up. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna probably do a furnished apartment tour. Just stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more weekly vlogs and stuff like that. Today is, what's today? Monday. Okay, so we moved last Thursday, just passed. Today is Monday. So I'm continuing from another vlog, so it's gonna be all over the place. So today is Monday. So yeah, give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Bye, love bugs. Love you long time.
Yeah, but that's something I don't regret. Every night I close my eyes and see only love into dreams, baby. What can I do when a million